What's up, guys? Finally, it's here. You've been asking for it, and now I'm gonna give it to you. A lot of people have been asking me, what do you do to either get toned or to get your abs right? You show us a lot of food, but what exercises do you do when you're not in the gym? Well, there are some things that I do like to do on a daily basis, either at night before I go to bed, or in the morning before I do cardio, or instead of cardio, I'll do these things. It's not going to be long and drawn out. This series is going to be called the Power of Three, because I'm going to only give you three exercises at a time. Because when I'm working my abs, when I'm doing something in the morning, I only pick three things and I work them. Usually something for my upper abs, my obliques, and my lower abs. Why? Because that's all that's really necessary. You can work your abs to death. And if you don't eat right, and if you're not doing some sort of cardiovascular activity, and I don't mean getting on the treadmill going 1,000 miles per hour, you could hike, you could walk, you can get on a stationary bike, you could swim, all of those things. Anything you do to elevate your heart rate. Therefore, you'll start to burn some of the layers of the fat, and it doesn't take a lot to build your abs. A lot of us have pretty decent abs right now because your abs are actually operating in almost everything you do. We just have too many layers of comfort on top of them. So the power of three. I'm going to give you three exercises today. We're going to start simple. We're going to build each time. Once or twice a week, three exercises. If there's a modified way of doing it, I'll give that to you. If not, do it the way I showed it to you. All right? Pretty simple. It doesn't have to be complex to be effective. Let's get started. Okay, this first exercise we're going to do is called floor wipers. No weight involved. You can need to put your hands at the small of your back or on your sides. If your back is a little weaker or your abs are really weak, you might want to start with your hands on the small of your back. You can put them to the sides for balance as well. Both your legs are straight out. Keep your feet together. And let's just go up and down. Trying not to let your heels touch the ground at all. Try to keep your toes pointed. Helps you to keep your legs straight as possible. The goal is to not bend your knees and move your legs as one. You see a slight bend in my legs, and that's okay because I can really feel it in my lower abs. All right? Another option to this is a more advanced option, and the steel floor wipers, but you can hold the weight. This is a 40-pound dumbbell, and what it does is stabilize your upper ab so that there's no movement other than the lower ab, because sometimes your body could sway back and forth, and this makes it a little more challenging. You can do it with a 10-pound, 20-pound, 45-pound, whatever you think you can hold to keep your body steady. It does add a little challenge. Our second exercise are called Roman twist. Your feet can either be together or crossed over, whichever you're more comfortable. But you bend, you get a little bit of a decline, and then you turn side to side, touching each side, making sure your head turns towards the direction that you are turning. You don't want to keep your head straight, you want to turn your whole upper body. You may see some people do this with weight, but I don't think it's necessary because weight adds muscle. And if you add muscle to your abs, then you can get a thick midsection. These are still Roman twists, just from a side view. See how I lean back just a little, and I'm turning my head all the way towards the side that I'm touching on the ground. Lightly tap the ground and turn your shoulders with a slight decline. And that's all you do. You keep turning, you will feel the burn in your obliques. Trust me. The third exercise we're going to do today, modified jackknives. We're going to lay flat on our backs, form our arms out and up like a Y, and come up and touch the opposite leg's shin. If you're really good, you're touching your shoe. The reason is we're trying to get our upper back off of the ground. You see how I have to reach up and my upper back leaves the ground? I just don't put my arm up to touch my leg, but my upper back has to come off of the ground. Reason being, we are working our upper abs. So if you don't get your upper back off of the ground, you're only working your lower abs, and we already did that. Also take note of how my hands go back down to the side to balance. So as I go up on my left side now, my left hand is down. Now my right arm is down, balancing my body. And you do that to be more stable while my upper back is coming off the ground. And those are the 3 exercises. Sometimes you might be thinking, is that enough? To start out, absolutely. Here's how your heart rate can get raised while doing just these 3. Use your timer on your phone or use a Tabata timer. I'll put a screen up of the timer that I downloaded from Google. If you have an iPhone, you can get it from the Apple Store. Tabata timers are free to download. Or just use the regular timer on your phone. It's just that a Tabata timer, you don't have to go back to start and stop and start and stop. But that's okay if you do. So if you use a timer on your phone, you're gonna push 30 seconds and then rest for 20 seconds. Tabata timer, you can set it up so that it beeps after 30 seconds. And then after the 20 seconds is up, you'll have a countdown. It'll beep again after the 20. And you start again for the second exercise. You do that for 30 seconds. Rest for 20 seconds. 30 seconds again, 20 seconds. You finished round 1. When you've done all 3 exercises, wait for 1 minute and then do them all again. I don't expect you to work for the entire 30 seconds. When I'm training my clients and they're taking a break in the middle of an exercise, you could either hear me or I tell them in their head, count to 1001, 1002, 1003, get back into it. So that's what you do. So when the round is over, you rest for 1 minute. You're gonna do it at least 4 rounds. 1 exercise, rest. 2 exercise, rest. 3 exercise, rest a minute, start again. Do them all again, rest 1 minute, start again. Do them all a 3rd time, rest 1 minute, start again. Do them all a 4th time, rest 1 minute, start again. You can do these every single morning or every single night. Your abs will recover that fast in 24 hours where you can do them again. Again, do the best you can. If your legs aren't perfectly straight, that's okay. If you're reaching up over trying to hit that foot and you're only hitting your shin, that's okay. All right, let's get it done. Today starts your first day. Don't make it your last day. Don't make tomorrow your first day. Today. The Power of 3, Volume 1. Let's get it, y'all.